coming to you once again for some more swashbuckling adventures here with Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. So let's get into it. Last time we were exploring different islands to see what trouble we could get into. It looks like we're most definitely kept on trying to find food and water and stuff like that, because it looks like when you start sailing around, they eat up all that food quite a bit. So it's not something you can just do all willy nilly. So let's get on with. Oh, we don't want a new game. So, there we go. Yes. So, let us see what happens today. So I think not sure if we decided whether or not we're going to see whether or not we can not get everyone killed here. I think we went into the Villian Trading Company, went straight into the doors, and not sure if how far along we got last time. I know we kind of decided not to go and kill the other guy just to please one of the mob bosses. Because although they are noble families, they're pretty much acting like the mafia. So that's what I call them. Call it like I see it. And it's not like we don't kill for profit. We most definitely have done that, but just something felt off about it. One of the other mob bosses is most definitely willing to talk about it. She is, sounds like she's not willing to be reasonable at all. So, not quite sure what to do about that. I'd like to resolve it without bloodshed, but that's looking like that's becoming less and less of a possibility.
Right. Yeah.
Alright. Let's look at our journal. No, not combat log. I think that's where we're at. Terms of trade. Okay. So we have a couple quests. We still haven't found that guy. Oh, let me select my party members.
Sure.
Alright, there we go. Really? Fast move on. You don't want to be slow poking around out here. Don't actually remember how I got in here. I come through this way? Yeah, looks like we came through this way. Alright. I think I want to go to the bathhouse. I want to check that out. I want to finish that first. Finish that while we're still in town. This is annoying me. Because I went there. I spent a lot of money on that nonsense. I didn't even know there was a second floor. I couldn't find it. I don't know where the second floor was. No, I did. Did I go to the second floor? I don't remember a second floor. Maybe I just missed it? Maybe it was in a room with that annoying guy? Yes, most definitely not. I mean, I don't know who that. I don't have that. So, that's the next thing we're gonna do. I wonder if the lady there is the same bird lady from the last game. Bet it is. She seems very similar. Wasn't the biggest fan of her in the last game. She was interesting. And it's interesting to have a god like her. But she seemed kind of stuck up. Alright, that makes sense for a paladin. Paladins. That's, that's standard paladin stuff. Still, it doesn't make it any easier to deal with. So, go this direction. Perky's Overlook. I still didn't go to the brass place. This is possible that that guy is there, but I kind of doubt it. But it is possible. Frampy's Charm Gaze, Espresso Trees, and I wonder if those are mostly cipher spells. I didn't see a lot of, um, not a whole lot of mental attacking spells outside of it. Oh, I went straight to the thing. I forgot you can go straight to the place. So let's go to this upper floor. When you choose an area. Save you a lot of time. Oh yeah. It's that music again. Yeah. Where was this thing? Pictures in his room.
You have the wrong room, stranger.
There's a satchel. I didn't see the other one. So there's two. So the rest of these only had one door you can open. And that one had two. So I was here. I just didn't go as far as I should have. Now I can't fast travel, unfortunately. So I will save a lot of time with these loading screens. I save quite a bit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh man, this time we don't have the cool music with the loading. I guess it was the cool music for the spa with the hotel room upstairs. It's kind of silent actually. Now that I think about it, I don't have any music. The hotel rooms don't get music. Not good enough. I guess people trying to sleep up there. I don't know. A little background music. That'll help. So I wonder when I'm gonna fight an undead dragon. It's probably gonna be much later in the game. I'm assuming. Probably. Alright, so let's get these people this satchel. Run past all the naked people, run past all the naked people. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see there. God, now that I think about this. I mean, it's so pixelated and, you know, washed out. It's not necessarily, titillating or tantalizing, the nudity in this game, but I wonder if that affected the reading of this at all. Because it's there, but it's kind of just there. And it's so kind of washed out, like you'd have to spend a lot of time to try to even see, you know, distinctly see a face, much less anything that is offensive or offending. So that's something else out there for those who want it, I guess. I would highly doubt any children play this. Like, although it's not out of the range for children, I highly doubt very many children are looking at this isometric game that's kickstarted to look like a game that was made before they were born. Wonder if any kids of that demographic is playing this game. I'd be interested. Interested to see the
Hey,
numbers on that.
Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God, and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
Group of Principe soldiers. Oh, oh! I fought some of them earlier, and now you're gonna try to rough me up? Just random? This is new. I attacked one ship. I didn't even attack them. I intimidated one ship. They're all butthurt. And now this violence is just going to make more violence happen. I'm actually trying to help you Principe guys out. Oh wait. About the villains. The Principes are the pirates. I've been fighting those guys all the time. Yeah, they're going to have to get their ass kicked. I forget the Principes are the pirates. And the villains is the trading company.
A moment.
Okay. A tall, wiry man blocks her path. He wears a sly smile one might wear in the most comfortable
I
trousers.
saw you speak to my dear amico Degnos, so I thought to myself, why, Telfor, you must meet him too.
Oh, it's because I have this thing. Rivers and Fjords is who I talk to.
Degnos is an associate of mine. His success is important to me, as it impacts my own.
He shrugs and his sullen personifies slight, carefree. Your errand boy lost his satchel. I'm returning it to him.
That is good to hear. So rare it is that I am glad of a stranger's interference.
Surrendered your slight bow and crooked.
Would you like an escort to Queensbereth, Fentre? You never know what rough types may be about, and I would hate to see you waylaid.
Am I not already waylaid?
Were I a more fragile man, I might have found offense in your vulgar accusations.
Smell is sharp, drawn, and army. Promise violence. Winks. I'll be on my way. If you wish to follow, that's your business.
A gracious offer. We accept.
You know, it's this fellow who's smiling.
Herr Guano, let us be off.
You can walk, so you can follow us and die, or whatever. You can walk around. I will be still equally willing to murder you in the streets if you follow us, get to know us, make us a souffle. It doesn't matter. In the end, these hands come to you. I'm supposed to look in that package. I didn't even look in it. Now I'm most definitely looking in this package. I could have punched him in the face. And it wouldn't have been hard. I'm interested in seeing what happens when they show up, when these two groups meet. First, let me look at this package. Let me make sure it's not better for me to just keep it for myself. I killed something called the Soul Collector. I think a couple random thugs in the street. Doesn't
Moths have been eating through all my good clothes lately.
spark me.
Just realized why.
Why? It wouldn't happen to be on account of my lantern, would it?
I know you think it's funny, but the moths are so big here.
It's a divine light, meant to cut through the darkness. Of course it's gonna draw the biggest ones.
Well, some of my pants wouldn't be polite to wear them in public anymore.
Can I not look in it? I can't look in it even if I wanted to. That sucks. They're all grouped together again.
Cozy Fentry, you have found the satchel?
Sure.
Diverus. Perfetto. This is magnificent. I am in your debt, Aimiko. Truly. Please, take this. You do not know what you have done for me. I will reward you properly someday. You will see.
Our business is resolved, and my business is my own. Be on your way. I have no time for you.
Curious. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. Wonder if something will happen. Let's take a look at my journal. See what it says about that quest. Interesting. So Silver Crown is stealing. Let's buy some supplies. Sell some stuff off. Fine. Don't need leather armor. pattern armor even less. So the shield. I just gotta get rid of all this equipment because it rarely does anything. Pattern mail is not bad. It's kind of hard to tell what to sell and what not to sell. I'm never sure what it's used for. Okay. What these things are. Menagerie. And captain's quarters. He's all novice. Ah, she's a seasoned god. Seasoned. Okay. Okay. I don't hear anything else. And let's get out of here. I don't hear anything else about these people being hungry or thirsty. Just bought a bunch of freaking beer and a bunch of food. He should be fine for a while. I should probably put it in the inventory. Alright, let's see where we go. See where we're going. And load up the food on there and then head out.
When I was a little boy, oh, my mother told me, way haul away, we'll haul away and go. And if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would all grow moldy. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Tommy, way haul away, the good ship now is rolling. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Old Gaspin held the Yenwoods crown before the revolution.
Actually, let's check out the where we're supposed to be going. I wish there was a way I could get closer. Is it there we're supposed to be going? Oh, that's one of the bounties. Okay. Coca-Cola. Okay, so let's see where Coca-Cola is. Is there a way of getting closer? Sign done for deadlight still feature. Okay, let's rest. Okay. Yeah, storm. Okay. So good Pukukura. So let's go to Pukukuru. And then we go there. what this is. The sea here is vast, smooth as satin glass, jumping up and down. Him shines and points to a pale, brilliant, luminous Audra rising from beneath the surface. Audra. Dew takes you closer. Most of the stone is encrusted with coral, but a visible portion of coil above the water in long looping spirals. Audra normally grows in large pillars, but this horizon almost looks like 7 tentacles, some terrible sea monster grasping the sky. And then she puts on how old had to be at Gwythin's. Elder scoffs. Even they couldn't do that, as Audra's slow, steady work. And the Audra catches the sunlight gleaming as if a globe from within. Indeed, it's hard to tell whether the Audra's strange contours have been shaped by slow wear to see or distorted by it, and something about the ambiguity makes the vision all the more extraordinary. The rest of the crew chimes in, debating on the wonders, meanings, and origins on low, awed voices. There's no way to know where it came from. Enjoy it for whatever it is. Yeah. Without these nods, while Elder murmurs guarded prayer, the remainder of the crew nods and returns to their duties. Bill sails past the Audras, maintaining a safe distance. Him and Eldred move to the aft castle, eye locked with the Tora Marvel to disappears below the horizon. Hey, that's pretty cool. Alright. So let's go back here. Go around. And port. Dock up. We should be fighting a Drake here. He was starting from the bottom. But now he's here tonight. This should be pretty good if we're fighting a Drake. So let's see how bad this fight's gonna be. Oh, yeah, this is the guy I actually came across earlier. Yeah, and I ran away from. Right, well. I need to run this time.
Enemies ahead.
Yes?
Alright, so. Let's see what we got here. Shaman. Looks like their normal defense is the weakest. And let's look at the big boy. 70 afflictions. He's tough. He's a tough boy. Looks like mental afflictions hurt him the most. Alright, so. Don't like put my wizard just right out there. Sigil of Darkness. Okay. So set up a totem, huh? Oh yeah, that hurt him real bad. See if I can just take it out with a shot. Yup! Kaboom! Game over. Body parts.
Ahoy.
Mental is your weakness. zoom up. Teleport and see if we can knock him out of the sky. I doubt it, but it's worth a try. Alright. Ooh. Still have quite a health left, so. Well, that's good. Alright, so let's see where we get. Concentration. And get this real stick. Magic stick. Just hit it with this real stick. Alright. Not a lot of damage. It's most definitely the boss of this. Not the little priest. But that's what we kind of expected. So I doubt it's gonna be moving too much.
What for, Cap?
Can we move as far as this direction as possible? Unfortunately, that would get some of our friends in it. So let's just throw this bomb.
Hey.
You, sir, can try hobbling.
Need something stronger.
Ooh,
What can I do you for?
that's a strong one. So let's see. Let's say we move it here. Frost breath, huh? We're gonna put this big old beam on you. A beam on your head.
Lavaru, be on sync.
Move over here.
I'll be chopping in the chum.
And then
How
shoot.
may I help?
She got no more higher level spells, but that's perfectly fine. You're gonna take some damage for this, but we don't need
Let's
you.
hire it out!
No one noticed that, right?
Oh, a miss? That's bad. Alright, so
Let's go.
are we still
Yeah.
doing serious damage here?
Lavaru, be on sync.
Hey, watch it with that.
What's the... Oh, it moves them. Right. That's not necessary. No. Let's just get a hit.
Need something stronger.
That's a meaty hit. But it's not going in his favor. Look at these missiles.
That's not very helpful.
Happy to oblige.
Just come up in base.
Just
stab him. Get your second win. Another humble
This
strike.
thing isn't doing the job.
Huh?
He's doing it just fine.
Take him down.
And it died on this turn. Good stuff.
On it.
Ring of Solitaire. Will. Token of Faith plus 2 resolve. Ooh, that's pretty good. A lot of necklaces though in this game. Scales.
I've got it.
Real quiet now.
Captain?
Mm-hmm.
Captain?
Yeah?
Try to just attack this thing. Normally you can just press.
Nice and slow.
Or my guy is moving.
Sure. Steady does it.
Keep an eye out.
Real quiet now.
Our team moving.
Right.
Around. Not quite getting what's going on here.
Keep it quiet.
Just I can try.
Real quiet.
There's something I can do.
Just fucking leave, I guess. What is going on here? Absolutely no sense.
Let's take a look. Keeping an eye out.
Happy to oblige.
Just gonna leave, because for some reason, it's making my entire group not work. For some reason, I can't attack this thing. It doesn't want us to be able to attack.
Nice and slow.
This is
Steady
bugging
does
me.
it.
And now I
How
can't
may I
move
help?
again. I have no clue what's being so buggy about this game. It's boggling me. It just, I try to bring up the cursor, it just won't bring up the cursor, and then it just locks my characters and not being able to move. That's super, super weird. So I wonder if I can leave and go back to it. You'll probably be gone. Looks like you'll be gone. Yep, it's gone. Always west. Always measure. Ooh, that's curious, guys. For a deadline, deck side. Never right been there. Alright, so. All this stuff near Port Magic. So I was last at. have a note here. Doesn't look like it. Find out what the other island is. Yes. Ah. Buy some rice. Flour nuts. Take on these principal colors. Let me keep bring back my thunder. Trade it in for some rice. We can most definitely use some more potions for healing as our tank. Power shuttle truck. Yes, no one gets it because it's not necessarily something anyone of them can really use. Definitely use. If anyone's gonna get poisoned, it's probably gonna be it. See if I can craft anything worth crafting. Lightning bomb. Stable always. Killing bomb. Potions and antidotes. These are potions. Potion of visibility. Substantial form's a little bit better. Offensive potions, impediment. Okay. Used to be able to craft armor and stuff, but I guess that's no longer a thing. sounds great. The wild mare. Because that's where we're turning in our bounty. Get our money. This game always has so much to do. Opens up. I feel like I've been playing this game for hours and hours, and still feel like I'm just starting. That's not a complaint. It's good to have content. Good to have, a lot of stuff going on. But this game doesn't feel lacking. Doesn't feel like they were just, just getting by.
Ado, my hunter. To what do I owe this delight?
Thirsty drink.
To think that such a magnificent creature could also be a water-hoarding pest. Dragons are a complicated bunch.
Yeah, thank you for this.
Agrasima, my friend. You will let me know if you are interested in more work, Ak? A marauder gang boss called Nomu broke free of custody along with the rest of his plunder buddies. It is said they wasted no time getting up to their old tricks.
Nomu slipped a noose again. That half-mastered bastard be freeways mounted twice, that a killer. They ought to be better off shot of him.
You seem familiar, friend.
I forgot to shuffle through his nose before I get shot and give him.
Prison is too kind for a pirate. So there is a bounty on Nomu's head. He and his ilk fled to the wilderness north of Nekitaka.
Gotta make this money. Just got the money stacker. I wonder if I found those places. Those islands nearby. I must have, right? I'll go see that guy and see what he says to me. like a sad song. Dreary. The map emporium. Let's see if I've already fulfilled this quest. So I kept searching around there. I wasn't sure if there was anything of note around there. Could have missed it. I didn't notice anything.
Welcome back, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how might I assist you?
Stephen?
Sometimes.
Married
to the work, you know. I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Caleb, I'll tell you that. He always hogs the blankets. You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he?
Sounds like his face splits into a broad grin, bright enough to light up the room.
He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
What you have to say?
Certainly, certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see.
Snakeskin grimoire, eh? Why's that one so expensive? Okay, so doesn't look like I have it. Doesn't look like I have that done. I explored the area around this place. I could do that. See what other things we can get into. So it's interesting because some of these pushes show 4 people and some of them show 5. So I wonder. Because last game you were able to have 6 people in your party. So far I only have 5. Now granted, no, I've had chances to add more people. So I think they've reduced it. Reduced the amount of people you could have to slow down. Which I think is, in the end, just fine. I think 6. It was unnecessary. I think 5 is a good amount. 5 is a good amount. I mean, more people's never bad, but I mean, I guess, yes it does. There's a certain point where they start becoming redundant. I would say 6 people, you have pretty much everything covered. Let's see if we can't get to the Serpent's Crown from here. We search out this, where the story is supposed to actually be taking me. Search out this castle. Stop avoiding the story content. I'm always, on games like this, I tend to kind of drift from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Really not necessarily pushing forward, per se, in any particular organized direction. Just kind of drifting around. There again for. I think this Orland guy, my favorite of the new characters I've seen so far. Zadi's cool too. Zadi's real cool too, but this Orland guy is my favorite so far.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain?
Sure.
Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence. Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in parikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, liquor. Not sure what I expected.
Will do.
Dark cover. Interesting. Guess just gonna sell a bunch of ingredients. If I was to guess. Make a educated guess on a bunch of ingredients, a bunch of stuff for crafting.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Berteno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Medico!
I would have stopped him if he just didn't make me not stop him. Of all these things you have in here, I'm surprised none of that stopped that guy.
Flaccid pazzo!
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either gonna fall over or snap in half.
You had none of that, huh?
I'm spending himself in deck.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Facina.
There's a bag full in her hair and sides. Looks like your customer forgot to pay.
Ah, very funny. Berteno just took Rokawa's fingers, which is no joke to me. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Strange that the contracts didn't attack him for stealing.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Plus, if she finds any excuse to look elsewhere. Are those gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Why aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Berteno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
To the cost into your affairs and voice
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Berteno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
Crosses her arms resolutely. Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
What you know
a kindness, considering this is not your problem. I do not know where Berteno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Seen a bounce of thunder, glass the door seemed to wish it would burst onto
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Berteno wouldn't be so panicked. Imp, go hang laundry.
She holds up her finger in silence, lands following the shop as the envelope.
Get inside the manor. The house is locked tighter than Arkemir's clenched fist. Ifrin tried to sneak in. Now he's stuck in a box telling fortunes for pyres.
There's a fortune-telling machine in his corner. Please tell me anything useful.
The imps that guard the manor? Idiots. Arkemir plays with shape-shifting illusions, so his imps know him by his clothes. Do with that what you will.
Archer's manor. I can do it with me.
What? Just unlock the door and turn a blind eye? Or hand over my key? Bozzo, your plan is so poorly concocted that you had to tell me about it. I am beyond finished discussing this. If you don't have any business, then this could be where we part ways.
questions about your predicament.
Bertenno stole Rokawa's fingers to pay off his debt. If Arkemir finds out, he will boil me into broth for his imps. Suddenly, my whole existence revolves around these gloves. Incredible. Go on, then.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
There's a lot of honors when you talk about Arkemir.
Ah, he makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship. To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Much better for that. But now we know where to find this stuff. Interesting.
I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can find.
I've got it.
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
I thought you broke into Kimir's manor. What's your story?
I got on Arkemir's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience. I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
That was nice. Looks at you. When it's possible to bind a soul with this kind of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animansis Tower in the Sacred Stair, then? No need to gawk at me.
Can any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure. All the time.
Is your blanket daring to call him a liar? Well, I don't have any problem with that care. How many of here is a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
His mouth twitches.
I can't blame her. The Huana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Good questions. We can take Kimir's
What?
manor.
Am I famous out there or something? Tell you what, 500 pyres and you get the exclusive story.
the boss end of the pilot.
Knowing Arkemir, he'd think it was funny and just leave me down there. That manor is a fortress. An Orland partner and I got to thinking that Arkemir wouldn't miss a few coins here, a few gems there. There's a span of natural rock between Arkemir's place and the luminous bathhouse. Ganor let us camp in his basement with our pickaxes. After some careful hammering, we found ourselves in Arkemir's manor without a guard in sight.
You're coming.
You're smarter than you look. We might have been able to crack the lock on the front door, but who knew how many guards would meet on the other side? We snuck through the house until we found the vault. No keyhole, just a bunch of gems. While he was working on the lock, one of the local imps grew keen to us. Alarms went off. I don't remember dying, really. I just woke up in this box. Arkemir told me that I had to work off my debt.
What happened to your partner after you died?
Arkemir told me that he died, but that he was put to good use. Forgive me if I don't speculate on the meaning of that. Sucker for a good story, eh? That manor is a fortress. There's a span of natural... After some careful hammering, we found our... We snuck through the house. While he was working, alarms went off. I don't remember dying, really.
Hey, Copper. His eyes closed and staples his fingers. You hear gears whirling and clicking inside the box. His eyes roll at a time.
I see a woman with black hair. No, red hair. Very dark red. Or maybe it really is black. She'll want you to recover her wedding ring. When she pays you, be careful. There's a scorpion hidden in her coin purse. I know not why. I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
Another fortune. Close your fingers and your more than fears.
I see an island. Its shores are pitted, wreathed in fire. But you are bound to go there. Someone awaits you. A man, I think. An old friend.
For a while. Interesting. That's a wizard's doing. That's a wizard for you.
You have no right to interfere in Rawatai's business.
Hawana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemir cares even less.
If this is what passes for Rawutai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
calm calls on us smiles turning.
If you've come to see Arkhamir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
Did you?
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawatai. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The Queen sent me to remind you both.
An attack promise source of fire for the Huana.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
Would that be the archer and Akimura fond of his dad and lights?
The same. He keeps to himself, inviting no one but Facina behind the walls of his estate.
He and his apprentice run the Dark Cupboard, a local magic shop.
How did Akimura come to possess the tablet?
I believe that he had dealings with black market treasure hunters. Not that the Queen will implicate him.
She's too preoccupied negotiating with the warmongers at her door.
Idea where Akimura went?
Arkhamir could be drinking Kuiki wine with dead kings. There's no finding him if he doesn't want to be found.
To my previous statements, questions. What is the reason we want this tablet so badly? Those only awkwardly what I got focus in different
There are
directions.
things better left unsaid.
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it. Arkhamir left the city. Likely for the peace and quiet we didn't grant him.
At least I offered to pay him. Your only currency is altruism.
So what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkhamir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkhamir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
I'd like to speak with you.
I suppose I can spare a moment. I heard tell of Ephraim, a thief with a penchant for making house calls. Word has it that Ephraim made his way inside of Arkhamir's manor and later died. Now his soul is bound to the fortune-telling machine in the Dark Cupboard. Strange fate.
What about yourself?
I help finance expeditions around the Isles, which often means keeping an ear to the ground. Not very romantic from behind a desk, but Rawatai's campaign could use the extra coin. It's a handsome piece of rock, which some call valuable. I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rawatai.
What is it?
I suppose it's no secret that we're after more than some arbitrary cultural touchstone. We're looking for a route to Ukaizo. Stands to reason that ancient lore would be a key to finding the place. Arkhamir is a magical savant and a recluse. That makes for a very dangerous combination. He relies on imps and ironclad constructs to maintain the estate. When you've lived as long as Arkhamir, I suppose trust becomes a problem. Fine by me. I'm looking forward to the day when the Harapo epic is someone else's concern. When it comes to finding the Lost Island, we can't afford to neglect any lead. The Ranganui seeks to saddle the weather and harness the storm. If there is a place where this can happen, it is Ukaizo. All of her pretenses of cultural pride are a means to an end. Like the rest of the Huana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it.
I'm trying to get back.
As you say. It's a handsome piece. I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rao. Fine by me. I'm looking forward to the day.
true home. That smelly mountain. What you want?
What are you doing out here?
Arkemir doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet. But Arkemir not home. So worthless idiot watches the ships come in, looks at all the tasty gulls.
Said selling gulls won't bother me. Name is worthless idiot?
Those Arkemir's big words. Gave name, but worthless idiot no understand.
For sure.
That's so? Worthless idiot should ask Stinkfoot or Cat Breath what they say.
You're welcome. Hard to define it. Alright,
how often you beat your crew, huh?
I don't. At least not yet.
No beatings? None?
Please show like
I joined crew? I joined crew!
On the other side, a little circle points down the distant shape of the pen's bright salvage inside the goals. They're defiant. See what you have for skills. Find the actual city I should be at.
Oh, now I've dreamed of this place.
Find your palace. Okay. Assuming there's only one palace in this place.
Will do.
If you come to do business, outsider, you are late. Your people are already inside, speaking with the Queen.
Yes, my people. Alright.
They are in the throne room, through the door behind me. If you should lose your way, follow the shouting.
Yes, obviously. They're my people. I think they started without me. Alright. Goes on when we come here. New information we have. Ooh, cutscene.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
Brilliant dignitary aims over their look across the aisle. Middle-aged woman with a square jaw, a tar-stained teeth meets it.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
She pulls a slender pipe out of her pocket, but at the look of the Queen's attendant, she puts it
You
away.
speak as if I could command the tides, while you are casting your blame in a wide net. Why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
He says the wrong one is standing. Oh, but Thorn takes a bold step forward, flares his nostrils. The simple dignitary's hush follows.
I say our guest forgets himself.
Prince Haruri clears his throat and sweeps his gaze from Nero to the rest
Brother, stand down.
Up to this point, the Queen has studied the proceeding with an even expression. She half raises her more thrones to fix days and press.
You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us.
As the Ruler lowers his head, the Queen's lady sends his gaze on you, and you
An
sit there.
interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
Her mouth doesn't move, simple voice comes to you like an incessant memory. That's amongst your circles as well.
Allow me to apologize as I toss you before the wolves.
Though she turns to the dignitary, still feeling her attention.
This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
The Queen's voice fills the expansive throne room, leaving you with a hush sign. How did you know I'm a watcher?
She has a keen eye, my sister. Keener than your shooter's bird, Hazanui.
was now to a woman standing at a resonating to Admiral. Her interest in...
Don't listen to Anishi.
He clicks her tongue down and go for bird pacing.
Among her other qualities, the Kahanga Queen can speak for herself.
And folds her hands and laps, folds her brow expectantly. Startled audience. Filling in the room, projects influence, fine garment gems. Covered with the Robert Hazari stands rigidly watching the assembled through your slitted eyes. She seems as someone who rarely leaves her back to the door. Sorry, what's a Hasango?
One of our busiest ports. Much of the food we send to Rawatai passes through Hasongo.
She glowers, fidgeting with her
I take it from your question that you are not here to enlighten us about Hasongo.
Jason turns briefly to the Queen. Pleases the court, a journey from crippled Port Mage.
I know this one. His parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queensburg.
Raising her hands to silence, Hona looks to her brother. He approaches and they exchange a few words to quietly to hear. He lifts her gaze and you
We
once
assembled
more.
to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
Following some of the damage when after it spreads through, ultimately.
Huh. What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting for one, it'll be too late.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as crazy as the Dawn Star Dreamers.
Stand her away and won't look like an especially rabid, fascinating
Have you
animal.
not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Hero presses her arm, looking distinctly uncomfortable.
Gantanichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher of Cadnua from my assignments in Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
Diverus? It explains the colorful nature of your reports.
I have seen things with him that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors' tales.
And I'm supposed to take two Valians at their word.
Choices between Jera and
How
Virginia.
came a Watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
Or the self-sent me to track down Atheist and one is dangerous. I guess he made this personal. And the servants in the hall could hear his eye one eye seemingly gawking, reaching which of them will first alive, start looking.
Tracking down a god who stands as tall as a mountain. A fisherman with poor eyesight could do this. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. Watcher, can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the dead fire?
Trying again. And once more, and as good as and makes uneasy glances on the degree, looking into his house and into his
Your
germane.
truth is more terrifying than many of the lies polluting this hall.
She bounds her chin on her
I
fist.
believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hisongo.
Anoka spreads her hands, calmly assured of her
Set
reasoning.
sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you.
She believes herself.
She believes herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Also, I wonders back to you.
Only that Hasongo is a Rawatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
Ma'am.
As a woman stands at attention for a brow cleaving down has warm features. By her feet, a colorful brown breeze within.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer.
She looks you in the eye and gives you a snub.
Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
And shut us out entirely? We have every right to know of any hazards in these waters. Palagino, go with the Watcher. See that the Republics are served in this investigation.
There's a guy like more standing off to the side.
Your Excellency. Hamed Kong Swalias.
His golden eyes flash in your direction, but her face betrays no hint of
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest knows how to assemble a crew.
Should I take both? I need all the help I can get.
Akira, if you can stand the chattering of unlike minds on your ship, that is your prerogative.
As I play with the music, she takes note. Look at my eye, but in exchange.
Oh, good thing I'm already accustomed to cramped quarters and temperamental birds.
She winks at Regina.
We both have our orders. I have no interest in interfering with you as long as you do not interfere with me.
I believe we are finished here. Are we?
From a throne and the Shranakar standing.
Aren't we popular? Take care at Hasongo. The dead fire was overfull before Aethys blundered in. And take care with your trading company spies.
She glances at me and Regina.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else.
He banishes the foreign dignitaries of Swift Hammer right off disgusted wave.
While we have the chance.
Happy to oblige. Hoo-wee! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce.
As a brace against her knees to support, she leans forward and sucks the breath of fresh air. Her eyes never leave your face. Her rosy flush brightens her against the cheesy beams with wide crash grins. And it springs and falls
Tell me what's on your mind?
Any nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul. We talking during the Saints War? No need to fiddle-foot around. Sure thing, Watcher. Yeah?
Hey, look who it is.
What can I do you for?
Quick. Here we are again, Watcher. I thought we had seen the last of each other after the Hollowborn crisis. I must admit, accompanying you to Twin Elms worked out well for both of us.
Gives a rare smile and adjusts her attachment on her breastplate. After a moment, she glances off to the middle of the distance and falls with a tick of doubt. I lost my castle, almost died. Not that you asked. Eyes over my eyes blink and her eye snaps back to your wrinkles.
Well, you're still standing and breathing, aren't you?
He rises in her frustration with a shrug and a
You
wave.
only have to ask. After we parted ways, I returned to the Republics and reported to the Duke's Bells. The trade agreement we brokered with the Unamenfath was quite lucrative for the Republics. The Deerwood was still recovering from Waidwin's legacy and was in no position to compete. The Duke's Bells was so pleased with my performance that I was made the personal guard of the Duquess Spirento. Spirento is the most beautiful of all the Republics. And though I should not admit this, I cherish the Duquess above all other Duke's Bells. Still, our profit came at the expense of the Deerwood. The fruit of victory was not so sweet knowing that the Deerwood suffered because of my actions. Whatever they are up to cannot be good for any of us. At their best, the gods are powerful children. At worst, they are little more than a mad beast taking out their anger on our world. I have little interest in distinguishing which type Aeothus is. Where I am assigned is of no concern to me. But I do think the Deadfire can be profitable for the Republics. If the Dukes need me here, I am glad to serve them.
How are you?
Good. I have no concerns, Watcher.
Transfer. Turning your right elbow raised and her eyelids indicate.
Where?
Back. We're together, weren't you?
Linnea was a good companion and a skilled warrior. But her imagination got the better of her. It appears to have gotten the better of you as well.
She runs her finger along a wayward feather, pointing in a direction from her wrist, pressing a flash against her skin. Oh well.
I'm listening. I know exactly what you're thinking.
I'm pretty sure I'm telling you. I sincerely doubt that.
Doubt is healthy. We can work with doubt. You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew? My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
No problems for us. listening from or spying on me?
Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right? The company isn't in the business of reassigning officers outside of the mission unless they've got a damn good reason. And you are a damn good reason. Take the compliment. This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and they're factoring in all potential losses.
And webs the line of black powder from a chief.
Rawatai is here to do some good work, since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try and stay out of our way. Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you find yourself in someone's back pocket. Well, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks.
Now towards the club for birds. Pretty hopping around your ankles.
Ishi, come.
That's a good-looking bird. Hey, Birdie. Hey, Birdie.
So, no. Recognition towards me, alright. Click it on them, yeah.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start.
I don't know that you said who bobs ahead in response. Eder nods twice, and a large bird replies to two-hand bobs. Eder starts tilting his head up and down, follows with a vigorous full about courage. Eder starts bouncing on his own body up and down, whichever point she just stops bouncing, watches Eder with cockeyed
Did your
cursing.
friend suffer a head wound? Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question. You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made.
No, it's according to military. I still get the big hat, right?
Well, naturally. That's your right. A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants. Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it?
See what happens.
Sure. Always a chance it fails. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
What's yours?
Ask me again when I'm wearing the big hat. That'll be a different Maya. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
That's some questions.
I've got some answers.
What's your family?
Well, my parents came from the Deadfire. I'm getting a taste of my roots. After they emigrated to Rawatai, their talents caught the Ranganui's eye. He saw them as this spectacle, this achievement of the old country, I guess. So they were honored guests. Not many Huana rose to distinction in Takoa. We were also curiosities. Even as we broke the same bread and tossed back the same wine, the Ranganui's friends always checked under the table to see if I had a tail. Kana thought it was hilarious.
Ain't that different from coastal Huana?
You're telling me. Growing up in the Ranganui's shadow wasn't all bad. We had tutors and advisors at our disposal, and lots of folk from stranger parts than these. I spent my days learning to shoot, while my more academic siblings learned to express themselves. I leave you to judge who spent their time better.
One of Kana's siblings, aren't you?
Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time together. Funny how the gods toss things together. Kana came back from the Deerwood with a head full of ideas about Rawatai's expansion. Getting out from under the academics suited him. I never knew he could be so political. More than his sister ever could be. You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it.
Take it easy on him.
No. As his sister, I'm supposed to catalog his missteps. I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you were wondering, the comparison ends there.
Tips your head instead of you to make sure you came across. How did you manage to get acquainted?
I won a shooting competition at the Ranganui's estate. This was a few years before enlisting with the Navy. As a reward, he gave me the freedom of the Royal Eyrie and said I could take my pick of the warbirds.
Yeah,
Stink Feathers here kicked a rather pretty hawk off my arm so he could have me all to himself. Been inseparable ever since. Uh-oh. That's his "I'm hungry and you're wasting my time" face. Better step back, Captain.
Alright, time for this level up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. For both classes. Hey, hey, hey. You okay? Let's increase that health G-Gen. Fireball! It's Fireball, man. go. So what the rest of them are. What's this? Half of missiles? That's really good. Watch for presents for her.
Something I can do?
Penetration. Auto strike. Hopefully damage will going to be damage. And ahead and directed on the bones faster. Damaged. Pause. Open the counterattack and go on. Don't really take the target deflection. I think this repose is what we're gonna kick. Yeah. It seems way too good to get past up. Okay. Alright. Oh. Thank you for watching. Coming tonight. That'll be the end. We will pick up tomorrow. Where we see what else trouble we can get into. And progress a little bit more. We've got more of a party members. I think I've seen everyone except for the Hawana person on the front, which may have been the person who just got dropped down. Well, now I'm thinking about it, but we shall see. let us carry on tomorrow, and we will progress. Good night.